What a blessing it is to be here. Actually, we can get him in the second row. So sorry. Second row. At the front. Second row. Next row. Thank you so much. Don't want to lose them. So anyway, like I said, what a blessing it is to be here. The Everglades, one of the wonders of the world. But keep in mind, what you saw out here is one of 3 parts to the Everglades. So if this wasn't for you, there's other parts. Give it a chance. Right now, what you're in, River of Grass. This is the slowest moving river in the world. Naturally, it flows half a mile in 24 hours. This is what it's supposed to move. This is not what it moves anymore. But when you got out here, you got what? A lot of water, a lot of grass. Once you got past the water and grass, what'd you see? More water, more grass, right? It's 100 miles long and it's 60 miles wide of nothing but that. But if you go about an hour south of here, this is where this river ends. The freshwater meets the saltwater, Florida Bay. Drive to the Keys, drive through Florida Bay. The most diverse part of the Everglades is 20 miles west of here, Big Cypress. This has oak hammock, cypress swamp, pine land. It's lots of beauty out there, lots of creepiness out there. Last one wrestles the alligator. Oh, look who it is. Last one. No worries. So, you know, the Everglades is a very special place because we are the only place in the world actually where you can find the alligator and the crocodile. Only place in the world you can find them both. Alligators, crocodiles, many differences, right? When they're little, look at the shape of the nose. Alligator short and round, crocodile long and pointy. When they're little, this is how you tell. You can stay seated. I'm going to come over there. You go ahead and grab a seat. I'm going to come there. So, when they're little, this is how you tell. When they're big, this is not how you tell. There's 23 species. Sit down, buddy. Sit down, buddy. Stay seated. I'm going to come there. Trust me, everybody will get a picture, I promise. There's 23 species of crocodilian in the world. So you have 2 alligators, 12 crocs, caiman, gharial. When these 2 get bigger, do not look at the shape of the nose. Look at the teeth. Look at the alligator. Mouth is closed. All you see really are his top teeth. Come on in. All right. No problem. See the alligator, his mouth is closed. All you see are his top teeth. Notice how he smiles. See him smiling? Look at these chompers. Big old teeth. He closes his mouth, all of his teeth are going to stick out. And he does not smile. But when they're little, round nose, pointy nose, very simple, cute, tiny. Both of these guys are the same age, 2 years old. You sit still. The alligator you see a little smaller because he's the runt of the litter. Just like dogs and cats have runts, so do reptiles. His egg was smaller, hatched smaller, growing slower, needs special attention. This is the normal size for a 2-year-old right here. They hatch from an egg 5 or 6 inches. They grow 1 foot every year. Once they get as big as me, 6 feet. Once they hit 6 feet, now it's going to start to slow down. Now they're going to start adding weight. They're going to get heavier, larger, like us, right? We get tall and we get wide. 43 right here, getting better. They live 60 to 100 years. Biggest alligator recorded, 19 feet, 2,000 pounds. See this little mark right here to the edge of the wood? That's 19 feet, 2 inches, over 6 meters. World record alligator. Caught him in 1890. State of Louisiana, not Florida. Florida, 15 feet, 5 meters, 100 years ago. River of Grass, maybe 3 meters, 9 feet. Remember, out here, they eat fish, turtles, and birds. If all you eat is fish, turtles, and birds, you're probably not going to get big either, you know what I mean? Once you start eating the mammals, this is what adds the weight. Go north a couple hours, they start getting bigger. But basically, both of these animals, so many differences. What they have in common, they're both native to the Everglades. Only place in the world you can find alligators and crocodiles right here. So on your boat ride, the alligator, freshwater. Did you see many? One. They told you why? Water level's very high, right? So what happens is, 3 weeks ago, there was drought almost out here. And then all of a sudden, 2 weeks of nothing but just torrential downpour, lots and lots of rain. This is a natural flowing river, not anymore. They opened up the floodgates, and within 1 day, it went from drought to 3 feet of water. And when this happens, everything spreads out. So not only the alligators are spreading out, but the birds that hunt in knee-deep water, now they're in neck-deep water, so they're going to fly somewhere else. You see big fish and turtles maybe, but not a lot of other stuff. They're there, but it's hard to see them. There's 1 million alligators in Florida. 1 million. They're all over the place. Every freshwater lake and canal likely has an alligator. Crocodile's in the Everglades, but he's not easy to find. You got to drive about an hour south on the coast. It's a saltwater croc, Florida Bay. One of 2 true salties, the American crocodile. He doesn't have to live in salt water, but he does have to drink the fresh water. What they prefer is the brackish. Anybody been to the Keys yet? Yeah. You drive to the Keys, yeah, you drive right through his home. You'll see signs that tell you crocodile crossing. That's all you'll see though. No crocs, right? 1,000,000, 2,000. Crocodiles in Florida. We have more endangered species than anybody in the continental U.S. Habitat destruction. Of course, Hawaii's got us beat, but let me tell you something. I've been blessed to study the animals out here, behavior, habitat, almost 25 years. I don't know anything about any other state, country, or continent, but here in Florida, before you save this, save the planet. Save the trees, grass, rocks, and water. All the animals out here, they will all thrive. Except for him. He's probably not going to thrive very well in Florida. In 15 years, their numbers have gone from 400 to 2,000. And that same time in the wild, they've gone from 20,000 to 60,000. Why? Why are they so limited in Florida? Number one, they like to live on quiet beaches. Y'all been to our quiet beaches yet? They don't exist. Maybe somewhere in Florida, not South Florida. Now look on a map at where all the crocodiles are found. Only between Tropic of Cancer, Tropic of Capricorn. They're limited in Florida. An hour north of here, you won't find him anymore. 12 hours north of here, you'll find him. Right, all the way up into North Carolina. In the wintertime, he'll sit in the freezing cold water. Crocodile goes below 60 degrees Fahrenheit in the water, they can drown in it. Alligator will shut his body down. He'll slow his heartbeat to 1 beat per minute. Anyway, the biggest difference is the most important. I ramble a lot, blah, 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 blah. Don't forget this. The biggest difference is the attitude. I'm going to bring out an alligator. I'm not fighting the alligator. But I'm going to show you behavior and I'm going to show you capabilities. I'm going to show you what he can do. What he can do compared to what he can do is very different. The alligator is dangerous. The crocodile is much more dangerous. It's night and day, all right? Quicker, faster, smarter, stronger. See those pores? This is not a tongue. The little pores in the bottom of his mouth, those are salt glands. Now there's 12 crocodile species in the world. So you got 2 alligators and 12 crocs, right? The alligator has a tongue. Some of the crocodiles only get 6 feet, 2 meters. Some get 20 feet, right? 7 meters. But all the crocs have these little salt glands in their mouth. So they can actually eat salty animals and they won't get sick to their stomach. Gotta snap, snap, snap. Can't sit still for very long. See the salt glands? So, crocodile eats a big salty animal. He'll excrete that salt out of those pores. He'll digest the food. Isn't that interesting? You know what kind of big salty animal crocodiles might want to eat?
Fish.
Big salty animal?
We're not salty.
Salt of the earth, my lady. Salt of the earth. So anyway, crocodile eats a big salty animal. He'll excrete the salt. He'll digest the food. Don't swim in the Nile River. Stay out of the northern territory. You know what I mean? Alligators, they don't eat people. If an alligator eats a big salty animal, he's going to be very sick to his stomach. Now listen to me carefully. I'm not telling you swim freely with alligators. They're very dangerous, but they don't eat us and they don't hunt us. There's 1 million of them living in Florida. 1 million. That means if you live on a lake, an alligator lives in your backyard. This is normal. What happens is somebody eventually sees an alligator and he becomes the neighborhood alligator and then you want to help. Please never help. Let natural selection help. Somebody feeds the alligator and now he's dangerous. Anywhere near the city, those alligators have been fed by people, they're dangerous. The problem is now you feed him, every time he gets hungry now he just thinks of a person. He doesn't know the difference between your hand and the chicken. It's all the same, he feels with his mouth. If you're swimming and he sees you, he's gonna be like, that dude has food. Like a shark, like your dog. But the alligator grabs something significant, then all of a sudden instinct just kicked in. Then they pull you underwater. So the alligator cannot digest me, but he can hold me underwater for an hour. What's the difference, right? If you need to dispose of something, don't use an alligator. You guys aren't even listening to me, are you? I'm not testifying to that either.
Buhay naman yan. Walang ganyan sa atin. Ayun o.
Kaya pala may negative comment, no?
Ano pa siya, oh. Bad trip, eh.
With his mouth shut.
Make sure y'all stay seated.
Kaya pala may negative comment.
Malaban.
Not friendly anymore.
Come on. Tickle, tickle.
Oh my god.
Fair. Come on.
I know.
You guys are warm too.
Effort.
He likes this big.
It's a lot bigger than that.
He's a boy.
May ginagawa.
this would be an adult male for the river of grass.
Oh my gosh.
A little bit further. Time out. Gotta stay seated. You gotta stay seated. Oh my goodness. Alright, so what you're gonna notice, he's here. He's not gonna start attacking me. He's not gonna start running after me. I'm not food, right? He's not gonna waste energy chasing something he's not gonna eat. He will get defensive, but now he's here, I'm here, he's not gonna start running after me. Have you ever heard this though? By the way, they can run about 10 miles an hour for about 30 feet.
10 miles.
If they chase you, this is what they teach you in Florida. You should actually run in a zigzag. Has anybody ever heard this before? Complete nonsense. Please never do that. First of all, if you're ever in this situation, you're here, alligator's here, the only place he's running is straight to the water, fast as he can. Not after you. They don't come after people on land, after food on land. That's how they hunt. Ambush animal. They sit in the water. They don't chase prey down. Right now, he'll just get defensive, but there's a circle around him. If I stay outside the circle, he'll stay there. Step inside the circle, and he'll get defensive. So, what you'll notice down his throat is closed. See how his throat's closed? Yeah, he doesn't like me. I love you. So basically, the reason why it is because he likes to eat fish out here. He goes underwater with his throat open, he drowns. Throat closed, he catches the fish, head above the water, open the throat, swallow the food. See his teeth? So he doesn't chew with these. Oh. He used to grab. Yeah, that just happened. It's about 1,000 pounds per square inch. Look at that.
Wow.
Here you go.
Oh.
Oops, I just
Good
started
investment.
over. I gotta start it over again. My bad.
He won't eat phones.
Alright, so we'll stop messing with that. Look on top of his head, straight line. First his nostrils here, then his eyes, then you see that little ear flap. Right on top of his head, straight line. He goes underwater, he pops the top of his head above water. Now he can smell, see, hear everything going on. Now, these guys are kind of clunky. There's a couple inches above the water. Crocs are like a 1/4 inch. Sleek as can be. They can smell a dead animal 1 mile, 1.5 kilometers. They can hear a fish jump in the water 100 meters, football field. They have different eyelids, so they can blink like we can. They got goggles. See it? Nictitating membrane. They go underwater, they put on their goggles, same reason we do. You know why we wear goggles?
So water doesn't get in my eye.
Protect our eyes, exactly. The benefit is you can see underwater. The reason, keep the dirty water out. He's still looking at me, by the way. Watch his eyes move. Can't really sneak up on this thing. It's not really possible. Not like your normal land predators that have eyes in the front. These guys have eyes on the side.
She's following you.
By the way, small brain, big mouth. Sound familiar? Bad combination, you know what I mean? The purpose is simple though, balanced nature, right? His brain is small and they cannot do what we can do. Doesn't mean they're not smart. This thing, his purpose in life, all his brain energy is focused on eating, sleeping, making baby alligators. That's it. Genius. Born with 80 teeth. If he breaks a tooth or if it falls out 2 or 3 months, it grows back again. And if he breaks it, it falls out again, 2 or 3 months, grows back again. And his entire life, you're talking 3,000 teeth.
Oh, that's a lot
So you
of
have the mouth
teeth.
for us real quick.
2,000
If
years.
something goes wrong, you're not going to put me on YouTube, right?
We probably won't.
Train wreck. See the nose is round, see the eyes up here? So he can see me. Don't be deceived. People tell you their nose is round, they can't see in front. This is not true. He can see me just fine. But I can manipulate it to where he can't see me. See, one thing you'll see with the alligator is when he gets all frustrated, he can't see down here. See his tongue, by the way?
Oh.
He's got a blind spot.
Oh.
Now, what is like a crocodile, the
Kaya pala
reason
yung
why he's not
lalagay
jumping and
mo.
lunging, attacking, it's a simple answer. He's not a croc. If that was a crocodile, I'd be up there. Big difference. Know your limitations, you know what I mean? But the alligator, crocodile, caiman, all 23 species, it's all the same. It's the bottom jaw that moves.
Ooh.
Applause for the alligator.
Hey. Now he doesn't want to go.
Great if he was trained, huh? Just go home. 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 Home.
Nagsasound din pala.
Home. See the water right there. Home.
La.
Oh.
There you go.
Come on. Oh! The water is right there.
That probably hurt.
Applause for the alligator.
Yay!
Those of you coming up the boat, the next show is going to be about 10 minutes, okay? You can walk in the back and see the alligators. We'll enter from this side about 10 minutes. Remember when you hold the alligator, if you hold him away from your body, he looks bigger.
Hold on, Stormy. You have to turn in a minute.
Get a picture more.
Yeah.
Why is it so dark? I don't know why it's dark.
Mouth tape, so you don't bite everybody.
Those of you guys that have not seen the show, it's going to be about 10 minutes, okay?